no more na make catch you. Say, you are forcing me to do things. I think at this point, nipa boni fo nya na adwene say obesesa. So we are going to show evidence upon evidence upon evidence. And then when my lawyer ni Peter okudzeto bi frame ni ade say. Me say wo ye dia be. Na me say lawyer ni a wo tworo krata wo ni letter. Lawyer ni be no. Was Chambers in war. And he was say, may retract and apologize. Make Afrifa retract and apologize for that. Munja rough. No, we are so Homako Rimra, medical council for ne say, or Mumaka say, a yadia no Mokaya. It is within the confines of Ghanaian laws. So, but I am saying it on authority, without fear, without favor, saying that me, Sababa one your friend and Delhi, and the Diankasa the Anasansa, Delhi need one 2019. Onya Doctor Bebia will yes, and I'm going to prove to you. Sababia Mohunu said, Aya, yes, now or you're criminal. She's been criminalized. In fact, she's been put Yachina to move US 2007, 2008. The records are there. Oh, we are Yabasa Mamo, a free Nedeko, on a Kevin Taylor. When I thought say be or ye informant ma Kevin Taylor so actually omo date on Kevin Taylor nyene date the romantic messages between them we will show it to the people. Now leave it and let's come. Adia one Kevin Taylor eye wo ayi NDC ni panimu bi nanu ya say one ne koye ABC and D e ma ne ko wie say na wo ye ne wo mo de camera si so no wo de koye say no wo pay $100,000 any ade. We are going to show you back to back what this girl is doing, and it's so criminal that on a penny for be the bonny ukruma the more police for penny for we will show all of that. And then baby I didn't see a baby display on your doctor baby. She's not. She's never been to any medical school. She's never been. She's never been. Now in the kitchen Anna would Gina said your minim swane Kevin Taylor no kitchen or more yet there. And the bachelor, one kitchen near the Nana boy, Hannah William, and the bachelor of Quanya of Farsua, or Sako, Yokojina will be a hospital and you. Now, all pose ye, your friend hospital be a wealth health to say. Now, a Dali family medical center. Tiedino, Dali family medical center. And I was in the Dindi and Dalinti. Or share that code general opposite. And we will show all of them. Oh, yeah, no, or say romance scam. Chedamekan ye. What me pretend this one yam. No, they are just careful, remember home. $100,000, $200,000. We're going to prove all of that. And we are going to go like Makachiro, you better be it. I don't care anymore. Because onona and home. Seb in previous, I'm not trapping. And I'm passing that document, you know, they come out police for say, make Afrifa sex torting. It was edited. And this girl is the queen of editing. Technology. And you're being technology. What was that here last week? Your children said, was he editing? Share. Well, you what they are and then your babaka we will watch it. So you know I am starting from Okudzeto. So I woke up to the news that Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa say Ghana for our more consular, a Ghanaian consulate. You can't consular no by diplomatic relations, you know. So no mind be I will check out. Esa utimi any nipaninya ayonkofabi. It said the US for or more embassy. So mostly either you qualify yours as consular or embassy. Any one of them. So yes, a Ghana embassy in US shut down over corruption scandal. Is Okudzeto Ablakwa normal? Like honorable minister, with the greatest of respect, are you normal? You shut down a whole. So it's like saying let's shut down the government of Ghana because there is corruption. Because Oko a consular. Embassy. It is presumed that it is the government of Ghana in that nation. It is a woody boni bi. Nasa ye pawacho. Na udjania huri even Ghana embassy no. A walla. The walls of Ghana. Per Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. A warning na ye Ghana. Oko Italy. Baby even the ambassador on it. It is not considered Italy. Baby ambassador here. It is not considered America. Baby ambassador here, Ghana ambassador here, England. It is not considered England. Ghana. Okatakyie muncheniye by diplomatic relations baby a Ghana asasi yedan esi as consular na embassy biano and by diplomatic relations aban na wo kosue no say America say Ghana wonni kwan bia say otimi wura ho without their permission tieniye muncheniye eti Ghana embassy in Washington US embassy US government oni to me bia so wura embassy ho because that place is considered a Ghanaian soil though it's US so uko embassy e dia no moye do they issue only visas no they don't issue only visas omoye nioma foforo beyond issuance of visa it is an okudzeto be ka kire say obi ako create website website no a lead to an own website and for that matter we'll close the whole embassy down come and tell us that person we use microphone flow because we show me MPP for now person don't crop for sure don't come and tell us and on top of it he's declared all of them say they should come back home and declare them persona non grata. So when we say somebody has been declared as persona non grata, it means on the home state, So there be a home state and a host state. So Ghana is a home state for the embassy of US and US the host state. Now when you declare one kasa, there is diplomatic immunities. Obi a diplomatic agent. Say ambassador. Say more consulate. They are immune from even bonia. They cannot be tried in that state. They must be brought back to Ghana by virtue of their diplomatic immunity. So the moment you declare those people persona non grata, what you have told the host nation is that those people you don't care about them anymore. So how can a foreign minister be so reckless? Say you born in the water, say you da sorry. Foreign minister say, "Well, who corruption war a foreign affairs, you can say embassy in US, and for that matter, we're closing the whole consulate down. I can't hear microphone or makan so mungofi. Now, Obama makan so. Are you normal? How do you behave like this? Is this diplomatic relations?" And Mr. Minister, you are no more in a campaign mode. First of all, say we a minister of state for the foreign affairs. The way our baby behavior should be different. And yet then still I would do personal Facebook page and announcing a official name happy war. What kind of nonsense is this? Minister of State official duties, official releases, and you are using your personal okudzeto Ablakwa page to release official information about a whole ministry. Mr. Minister, what kind of craziness is this? And then the so in effect, we key the social media handles of the ministry, whilst or using that to build on what kind of nonsense is this? So Kofi, Oko drew consular, Omo issue visas. Not just visas. Say Intel, your friend will be picking of Intel. US embassy and your man is issue visa magana for beyond that, they pick Intel, they exchange note verbals with a nation. You can note verbal. Say BBC quickly or met me and beyond that, it is the duty of the embassy to take care of all Ghanaian citizens in US. So aside the issuance of visa, aside they say omo epic Intel, because here BBC or Washington, that's a Ghana for be ya. If we be spying, nation be a just that obia nyim to say me ye. Now should nation be a spy on another nation. Say they be obet me a pick security intelligence. So omo free be a opinion jurist. Opinion jurist ni yes ade anyamra. Nemo mu ye nyina ya gya tum si ye yenti no. Abeye by convention. Nemo medru spying na. No nation want to accept that he is spying on another. Eti wo behwe na French ambassador ye otwa mu. No any musicians ye free. No any one mu ye free. They thought they like she likes them. Onye so like you. But on the mood in Koma, that picky intelligence in Ketinkitibi, not of feeding money ni home nations. It is our embassy, our US. Now, see my shutting it down. Are you normal? Because of corruption. What is wrong with us? Okudzeto Ablakwa. Moya nyoma buga So now who is speaking intelligence from Washington to Ghana? When you have shut down the consulate or the embassy, who is speaking intelligence from what kind of nonsense is this? It is a Ghana near watching in this year or Washington. What closing it down on. And by virtue of a diplomatic relation, Ghana knew what children want. As what me ba a Ghana embassy one have one. Within the period now was shutting the embassy down. She said Ghana knew what children want. What kind of recklessness? And you are behaving like a dictator. Meanwhile, you were foreign affairs minister. Kovi, your friend be diplomacy. When you talk about diplomacy, Zwai law, a Chinese general be a watcher. What can we do? Because diplomacy is the continuation of war through other means. So what do you do? Nyuma must be on the table. Obia corruption. Processes ben wa faso. Wa friend on the table. Ma hwani nyina. And won see ntimi so be. Fire. The last resort should be this keka kind of doing things. More fire. If you're a diplomatic agent, and the number one diplomatic agent of our nation is the foreign affairs minister, and you still behave like you're on a campaign trail, what kind of behavior is that? More fire. What's your diplomacy way? Diplomatic agents. I also announced say you shut it down embassy because there is corruption. If you want to say that, say that and stop this nonsense of corruption. You shut it down for an embassy. More fire. More fire. Oh yes, sir. Other nations view say we over zealous and radical. Exactly. In diplomatic circles, we don't behave the way he's just a foreign affairs minister. Wakes up, goes to the Facebook page and say we've shut down embassy because of corruption. Reckless. Using or non private and diplomatic number one diplomatic agent with the firm support of President Mahama. I don't know whether, and you see everybody is happy because it's corruption. And now they've seen that Ghanaian people about corruption as well. So they say no, Yechi will be said, what divert BB war a foreign affairs ministry. Yen shut the whole foreign affairs ministry in that because corruption. Are you people normal? Bobby? I don't know. We are near what went into that decision? As the number one foreign agent in our nation. As should it make Facebook announcing your man without looking at the repercussions of it at the international level. We just Ablakwa. Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, Vienna Conventions on a consular relations. No, on your mabesesa. And you're no more on campaigner. One answer your Facebook anyhow. Precisely. I like him because now I mepe. Tama mepe, but you will mean your crowd fire. What do I care? Fire burning. More fire. Fire burning. More fire. What's what be a diverted fans? Quarter fans in each other. Where were you now? We've declared that all of them should come home. Wabwa. Young friend, this is for living Washington. And why you know be born here much them so also buy you know. One money a year can say Russia and Kita you know. They are trying to strengthen the relationship between them and Russia. So Mobisa question is this a way of weakening a year? Because Washington, the embassy in Washington, and 1 year need direct relation with the US government. So when you say I've shut it down, direct relation with the US government, Washington. Behave anyhow. Some Obakaya, my catcher says some for me and some woman I did your mama by Omo behavior Sam George, some okudzeto, and some Jemfi. Some conform me and say the best of your mama by I have shut down. Even the word shuts down. As a diplomatic agent, you don't use them. Precisely. If your friend be framing and priming, every word you use is of very importance, it's of very essence. It's not your diplomatic agent. Even the wording of someone who person, it must not come across like a dictator. Precisely. So the words like shut down. These are dictators who speak like that. Exactly. And you think you are okudzeto Ablakwa on a campaign platform? On the with the full support of President Jomama, I have shut down a whole number one diplomatic agent of our nation. speaking, say, I have shut down. That word should not even come out of your mouth in diplomatic circles.
More fire. More fire.
Minister man for not getting more head. Jamaican, you know, and was shuru. One chassis.
Yeah, chassis.
Go be. Michelle, I'm questioning what happens at the international plane. And I keep on telling you, Ben, I have masters in international relations.
More fire.
I understand the dynamics of geopolitics, international geopolitics. I understand it. I understand what constitutes diplomacy. This is not diplomacy. I never know. When you're near my basa. Revolution, I've been in one. I'm one for no. I never know. It's a manager, mama. On your fit to be a minister of fire. Opa, university education, or maybe education. The obey to me, I have shut down because it's within the jurisdiction and territorial jurisdiction of the nation, so you can behave anyhow you want. But the international plane, you can't behave like this. You are the first image of our nation when it comes to diplomacy and international plane. You take away the precedent. You are the person that they are believing. And when they see you are overzealous and radical like this, most nations won't deal with you.
Precisely.
Okudzeto, shut down. The word shut down should not come from a diplomat. Shut down. A diplomat. The number one diplomat of our nation. And the cash shuts down. Education free. Education free. Was it you can never get a sense of a year, a quarter of the sense of okudzeto to shout. What do you want anymore? On Tiasia. Jamaican on Tiasia because I've been in Timim Pedago. When in your Ghana, when you comment it, Tinani say you and comment it because we are talking about another world.
Precisely.
So we have a nation. Nation, regional. It's in the war, to say, Abia ECOWAS. It's a regional block. And some a regional block, ni free war. Now, Kobo, a sub region, which is African nation. Now, African in influence, a Kobo, a world block. What I say? So geopolitics of a year, the one Tia say, yeah, can you? And you be an answer or commenting. TNT be free. Jimmy in the tea, where Hannah when me more education free, Makotia won't can machine, as she won't know she'll be made more free. What's like a campus? Why? Okudzeto Ablakwa. You are a diplomatic agent.
Precisely.
Learn how to use diplomacy. Learn how to use the back door in dealing with matters like this. You are not in a campaign trail. We are president now paid in 2% of the popular. It Russia, most presidents say omo person omo kum obi career. When you omo ye, omo do too diplomatic a year a corner no. Say be ya betimi. But Okudzeto is not seeing that. So why is our presidential ambition? And it's President Mahmoud worked for foreign affairs. You walk in and say to Tukwan, didn't know. And yes, still, he's behaving like intra-politics.
There's Psalms.
The Psalms. Psalm number 1, Psalm number 2, Psalm number 3. Psalm Yata, a minister, number plate in home. And a CEO of Gold Modwa, $1 dollars, and a go to Kakraka, $1. And some number 3 no year, some Okudzeto. One who says, one yet normal person. And Savoyane, or to Tum, what's our cushy? What to approve, I'm not eating or see if God bless me with a male child, I shall call him Okatakyie Afrifa. Yeah, made us say. You read the message, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I say, I think you are empty and a fool. Okay, there be unya empty. Anka umfa ojai enka ho. We say today I decided to listen to you and I just noticed you are low minded, Debbie. Michael, Jamaican nyina no ntiase. And Okudzeto Ablakwa de make out here. And what that is from your show, we want to say what this hunu pa. Gobi. What did say Munu Papa? Professor Malco, our work gimpa. Also could you to convert children diplomatic Professor Beta. And also on betting your school in the come. Baba no abene no aye fine. No abobel. Yam fa buga diplomacy. Me misua na keke. Me dia minim say dem tie ntimi o ma foreign affairs amedi. If say minim say foreign affairs here ko mo akonunum ti. Na oyiwa keka ko to ahye so 4 fi. And na ko twitwa bi na no makeka. One day still I want chiase. Oguye to hwe na anya yakọ niamfa omra inside. No be fufro nko foreign affairs. E ja nsem hunu no ato awudi no.
More fire.
Ade be na no.
Ben him.
Mirror of justice.
Mirror of justice. The tiri ho no. Besmaka was NDC youth are happy to learn sense. Ahanya kwase ne aboa. Munye free. Now Kovi young next topic. So we are not wasting much time. I have Miss Wasem no now you say to me. And it looks like President Mama is losing it.
Precisely.
And President Mama, with the greatest of respect, Your Excellency, me say I'm money don't moon kusi hwe. A ye one be nim and yama wo ye nada than wa. But some dignity, some respect for our constitution is all we ask for.
Precisely.
Now Oba and also resetting. Just like I told Ayemimia Bobiansa. Bobiansa say MPP buy, MPP came after Bobiansa. And for that matter, it's Yafan Crofo. Basinia, this is principle. Yes, now no Fatus Wamulko, branch Adenta Kumi. Okay, so this is one to me. You want to me there. You want to me there. Say your
I don't want to handcuff. Please, why are you sending him?
Bring him a sandal. No, come.
No, why are you sending him? What's up with the name for him? We're not before the name. Disrespect. Please, why are you sending him? Why are you sending him?
She has to record so that they know.
Why are you sending him?
I don't know what I'm doing. We can't do that. CID.
Let's go.
As a man of Okatakyie.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let me record the base. Record it. Record it. I want to know what I'm doing.
Superintendent Yakubu Isaku aid camp Emma Kanema Pegina Bedio Dr. Elijah Muhammadu Baumia na babe to just say if you was man national security edwumayefo bi ebowura ho oforiso bosebede to so enum ye memenda etwemu no Isaku nchire mu a ababe to dwa no okira WhatsApp so be se enumenu nsi abapa wonsi medunan aramfo bi eka kire ne se asrafo a wakata wanim be se aduasa ena abawura ne fia onim ho hwe.
So Danny, it's okay. Come back to them. So Govi, first of all, we are not in a jungle.
Exactly.
That be.
Tell them.
Your Excellency, what is this? It's when reset. And I know the excuse that people will be giving is that and the MPP buy or muyebi. Now Mr. Samu betwan kwase asem na so dia. And the amu kasi yama mo kwa ma resetting. So we thought President Mahama coming in, he's going to respect the laws of our nation. Obey nyoma different. Obey setting Ghana on the tone beer. And did the next phase of our nation. If if any government changes, the only natural reaction is that you do me, I do you.
More fire.
And most of you know, JJ Rollins said, "Some no say from 92 Nebanwa, who you could the free one, and were harassing Crofos with a security." With the help of a Yokoyochi Kata. No more harassing Crofo, a kumbie, any idea. Na President Kufuji, at that time, needs one if they were coming there from an era of a dictator, turn a civilian. Now, President Kufu's time, they also did all what they can. Then Professor Mills Baye in 2009. Another radical. Near Rob Fear with you, near yes, any other time. Then a Kufodo comes in. So you do me in 1992 to 2000. I come and do you from 2000 to 2008. I come and do you from 2009 to 2016. A Kufodo comes in and they also do the same nonsense. And you tell us that you are coming to reset the nation. So, Your Excellency, if you are resetting the nation, is this the way you want to reset the nation? Way. Sadie way. Way. Ewa bra Kofi. Yemra Ghana. Exactly what we should do. Even so, what gonna say? Obia ye boni. That's all person china. A Diana constitution neka. What me kwa ye di ope? What the true? A giant. Ni owozo. Mo de ba me so. Mo ye the same thing. Mo ko njim for you so mo ye the same thing. And I don't know why the citizens are happy because we are doing this foolishness.
Precisely.
And in plain language, excuse my French, it's foolishness to the highest order. Any civilized society will not entertain this kind of things. In the name of Yasisabang. Now the Kuniae. So let's go to Article 12 of our nation, Constitution. Article 12. Then if I'm going Article 12, near ready. Already Article 12:1. Was it the fundamental human rights and freedoms enshrined in this chapter shall be respected and upheld by the executive? One, you will be a friend of fundamental human rights. And per the definition of what fundamental human rights is. It is a right that is not given. It is a right that a person assumes by virtue of the fact of being a human being. What it means is that basic right to be right to life, right to education, and you see your first generational right, second generational right. It will be the right to life near there. That is a civil and political right. And some cultural and social right. Let's leave all of that. I will take that for another day. Now, fundamental human rights, and I'm saying J.J. Rollins in the demand. Want to me imagine free myself. Near years, I'm way and some J.J. free a dictator, freedom of movement. It was said the fundamental human rights and freedoms enshrined in this chapter shall be respected and upheld by executive, legislature, and judiciary, and all other organs of government and its agencies, and where applicable to them, by all nature and legal persons in Ghana, and shall be enforceable by the courts as provided for this constitution. Yefri baby nieba, baby driye. Wame kumet mi fa obi. No na kwashe baby a wunhunu. Yefri be habeas corpus. Produce the body. Na no just have na akwa hwehwe no say you ma file habeas corpus ni ade ni egu. Go video me ka tell say. Eti ye ba bedru 1992. Because of that history, and ye the protection of the fundamental rights. Every executive in say the court shall enforce it. It shall be enforceable by the court. What it then means is that and the executive no want mean national security a part of the executive, police a part of the executive, military a part of the executive. It is a police in military and national security. Executive fire. You are abusing the right of the people. Is that the nation we want to build?
Never.
Abusing the rights of the people?
Never.
In the name of what? Resetting. Now, Yanko Clause 2, Yanko Article 12. Was it every person in Ghana, whatever his race, place or origin, political opinion, whether young people or NDC or CPP, color, religion, creed, or gender, shall be entitled to the fundamental human right. Fundamental human right in the same fair trial, dignity, respect for the person.
Exactly.
And the Marana Chirasa who got you
Precisely.
and you know.
Exactly.
The fundamental rights and freedoms of the individual contained in this chapter, but subject to the respect for rights and freedoms of others and for the public interest. It will be protected to be a fundamental right, whether you want to meal, whether against what we are seeking, whether you are identical meal, or just what can be beer. You shall respect the person's right.
Precisely so.
And what kind of constitution? Article 19(2)(c), 2F. You better do. Then if I'm next one. Was it a person no arrested? No. First of all, one criminal because why do you know yes we're a criminal? It is only the courts that can declare somebody criminal.
Precisely so.
2 year article 15:1. Also respect for human dignity. Say wo kwa kochi obi a. The dignity of the persons, all persons shall be inviolable. And this is the constitution speaking. Etu kochi obi a. The man ne yire wo ho. Adenta kumi. You don't do this craziness. I want to yire ni man nim. Ne maami anim. Na kwa ye na yam hihie wo mu tuo ni ade. And AK-47 such a sophisticated weapon. And no kochi obi o Ghana. It's not as though say ukra side am kakra AK-47. Nkurasem mo ye nkurasefo. National security nkurasem na mo ye no ade. Enemre mu internal security. This is AK-47 and some more and the most sophisticated weapon in the world. AK-47 and I'm only kochi adenta kumi. Where you criminal, where you terrorist. When your information is okura bombs and at the bay, want to me no okura tuo, okura bombs on the field. So today a bay out there because you want to me. I mean, I don't support some of the nonsense who to me that. So it's not about being unto me, but it's about being civilized. We are in a civilized society. We don't do the things that they are doing. Now I see the dignity of all persons shall be inviolable. That means what you mean violating? And when we say you is inviolable, just say Emma room granted the oil and you are violating the dignity. Say oh kwachi obi na etuoni and you see my constitutional law lecturer, Deputy Attorney General, Justice James, I with all due respect. You, I know you are well trained, you are an American trained, you are I think you must advise your government. This things it doesn't speak well for them.
More fire.
If I don't take me, what can be? Against one can what is it? Let the Lord take his course.
Precisely.
You feel say you're defaming. So what's it Tadio Sorry? I mean, Tadio Sorry is my very good friend. At any point, I don't think anybody should defame Tadio Sorry. If Tadio Sorry being a lawyer thinks that the right as the person has been trampled upon, he must seek redress through the courts.
Exactly.
More fire.
So,
More fire.
More fire. Edem kwase na ya twetwe tuo ni ade ya ka wonyai we ne research na yanko next one yanko okay article 15 to or no person whether or not he is arrested restricted or retained be subjected to torture.
exactly.
When you in America constitution in America or no person whether adenta kumi whether Okatakyie Afrifa when arrested shall be subjected to torture. And here we are not talking about physical torture even mental torture. Going there with guns and ammunition. Are we crazy? What nation is this? Is this a nation we want to be?
Yeah, the man get 12 feet.
The man get 12 feet. He said, "I'm going to tell you." He said, "I'm going to tell you."
Le mame.
Ewa bre mrana provide said you see chinipa. Kovi, oba chinipa krana. You go for a warrant from the court. Odru wa. Esa odun sake nipa no. Na oka di enti a wo che no. Na wo via respectfully you tell the person say you have the right to a counsel.
Precisely.
If some marano at article 19 a year F on 2C, we ever do, I think it's 2C. Yanko next.
More fire.
What kind of nonsense is this? Now we're in a reset. A year would now we article 17 say all persons shall be equal before the law. Whether want to meal, whether denta kumio, whether Okatakyie, whether Jomamo, all persons shall be equal before the law. So supremacy, equality before the law. And yet, the treaty be said, obi to me the petition yaba afa a whole chief justice home. Yankocheno, so I spread the false information. Now so be petition some younger some madam for Tadio Sorry and the judges are koshia. That's how they say information papa. Jana go prepare be when it's all you have the right as a president to say that when they make him. And that's the end of the case.
Exactly. So,
if any of the people that he mentioned in the petition they feel that their rights as a people they have been defamed, the law is there, the processes are there for them to file a suit for defamation and you provide it. So some kind of your untruth. Some kind of defamation. Because of that may lose A, B, and C.
More fire.
That's what. Wait. Civilized society be anywhere, yes, sir.
precisely.
Civilized society be anywhere, yes, sir. If I'm next, young next. Now read the article. You say all persons shall not be discriminated against on grounds of gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, or social or economic status. It's whether you want to me or your MPP chairman. Social status. You don't discriminate against him. Whether you're Kumi Adenta Kumi or your MPP Ninti. You don't discriminate against him. This is Article 17.2 saying it. I'm not the one saying it. And this is the supreme law of our nation. And the supreme law of our nation is telling your mama and the national security that you must not discriminate against people. What nonsense is that? And nobody is able to tell them that this is nonsense. Your Excellency, with the greatest of respect, this is nonsense. I'm so sorry to say it, but it's nonsense. Nonsense. Palpable nonsense. It does not make any sense.
Precisely.
That's what I'm going to say. We are a nation of laws. We don't sit here and allow anybody to do what they like. Constitution is about a switch will be so we must respect the Constitution. Let me call that here. Let me call that here. After and if I make one next, now you read it. We are a nation of laws. You cannot be doing crazy.
Fire them.
Now, Article 19.1. Or see a person charged with a criminal offense. The reason they say charged, you can say a person who is convicted. Who go into me or no? Who trimun why gini also ye galamseya. Ya come na to unto one one behavior so behave no. E be mo gini also ye galamseya. But what is the difference between a galamseya and a person be a krata and all kind? A krata. It's here be an anoma wo ye no. It's not in conformity with the rules that govern small scale mining. But is it the case that one krata and wo ye? Does that make it illegal?
Fire.
What kind of nonsense is this?
More fire.
So obey they can't prove anything. Because at the end of the day, whether one to me sell forest, one sell forest, he must have done it within a certain remit of the law.
Exactly. So
More fire.
Gidi nim kurasi sem say ya onyewe. Eti na mrana say, ukochi nipa ni decently we are. Fanebra. And that person who is charged with criminal offense shall be given a fair hearing within a reasonable time by the court.
Precisely.
Educate them.
Shall be given a fair hearing.
Educate them.
Eti nana muni beti me invite you to me. I'm na shata di fitaba. Eti kurasi sem na mudi tuonu ko ye na ede. Na ne ede bela. And then we invite him to me. So by that is the decency of the law that the law is saying.
Precisely.
Decency, the dignity of a person. When inviting on Madia, then you have the grounds to say you're inviting one on ma. So we are going for an arrest warrant to go and arrest him.
More fire.
I didn't cross me.
More fire.
Huh?
More fire.
You are turning it into an animal kingdom. You better to a baby. Respectfully, John Dramani Mama. Your Excellency. Untina to me soon could do 1 million years. Now we lose to 2016. Whoever thought that you guys will come back? Deck. I'm lose to 2016. I guess on my baba. So I break it to a bit. Na Ghana for any idea where and then Ghana for Ghana for all over the world.
Precisely.
I think the person who designed democracy, they sat down to study a social patterns of human beings. It's by 8 years or more from Crawford. Other than that, time one Adolf Hitler years for England for Britain for. It took Winston Churchill 1 man to draw in Americans to come and defend England. And so him, you're going to 1945, 6 years into the war, or defeated Adolf Hitler, or call elections 1946. So by nature, human beings get tired of. Your mama said, there are people within your party. And they are outside let's say don't get young crowd for you. Almost Bob Bukata. And they are normal human nature. So outside line because who are preferred candidate. Almost mafia. And political parties don't win elections. It's the government in the lose elections. Yeah, near the 2 million mafufro. It's a bedroom baby and this if 1 MPP for be conniving. A feed you information, and also I say Julius the Brown Crawford. Move feed before you say don't get young. Let's say do some Crawford feed for Julius. Near Chester, near Chester 1, 2. Must show. And yet you don't buy the but yeah, they ensure it means stop it. They will come. Now your movie. Then if I may call it next one. That is Article 19.2c.
More fire.
Okay, Article 19.2c. Or say all persons shall be presumed to be innocent until it's proven or has pleaded guilty.
More fire.
It is a want to be provision anybody guilty. And now on one pleaded guilty. You don't treat the person like a criminal.
Precisely.
It's what him say do baby krano. You say oko dia wu a non-bailable offense. Next a criminal and other offenses act. And a lawyer Martin Pebu the court say constitution is everybody shall be presumed innocent until proven guilty. So the moment you say you won't bail them, that means you have actually given them a sentence.
More fire.
Nampa court to need free was any idea. Still mother should be able to say the jungle.
More fire.
Eh? General. Omo should be able to say the jungle.
Fufu security.
Fufu security. Omo ya de fufu security.
Okatakyie fufu.
Ade.
AK-47 nobody na mama fufu.
AK-47 nobody na mama fufu.
Bang.
The from say
fufu security.
General so kwase se me de power. Eti ukwachi obi a please national security do ho so decent to sa ba ko no Osman Alasan no ya Ashaman police commander a very good friend, more like a father to me sir. Very decent gentleman or nyanya mama sabasa ni ade na we nim and Japan na mo di kwasesem say
Jack Norris.
Oh yeah, Jack Norris. Say Japan na na ne ndewula Japan. Minis maka kire mo. Ti kwasesem ni wona dwe obi se o wozu. Jagba, stop that nonsense. Munja kwasesem. We are in a nation of laws.
Exactly.
For full security. Oui. Ave Dani. Bomi raising na bibidi someone kakra.
Pound for pound.